Alright, so anyways, for Ghost Sim has dropped its latest update in Ghost Sim. This is mostly a continuation of the spring event that they released last update, which the purpose of the stream is to, the first part will be first like 20 minutes will just be an overview of the whole update itself, and then the last part will be more of me just grinding through stuff. For anyone interested, there is a new code, Summer, within 3, so if you want right off the bat, you can go enter that into the code section if you're inside the group, and redeem it for a free Legendary Pegasus, it looks like. Probably going to be pretty low stats compared to what was out last week, but yeah, you can go do that if you want. I can't find anything in my inventory, so there it is. Need to lock it. Actually, I think that's godly level stats on a legendary pet. That's pretty funny. Let me go check. Sorry, just got distracted with a little thing. Anyways, do you know where the teacup is? No, I've really no idea. I haven't done anything. From what I was seeing, there's going to be four new things, including Reed over here in the main world, and then 2 in the event world. So we'll probably start over in the event. But yeah, so the first thing that you'll probably, to get this new content, you'll have to go, it's going to be scattered through all the worlds like last year, where they had also four random quests for stuff. So yeah. But anyways, over here in the main hub, there is going to be 2 new quest lines. One of them is going to be Egg Hunter Ella, or Pink Elf, depending on where you know. Basically, she has you do a lot of quests in the here, and she'll reward you with something or another. They also added, due to popular demand, probably they were planned on anyways, a gum machine over here for you to convert your excess items, emeralds and crystal keys into gum. It's mostly going to be ghostly, but there's the small chance of getting a mythical bow gum, which will turn you into a holographic figure. And then over here we have Ghost Hunter Bow himself, which will also be another quest line for you to do for some stuff. So yeah. And then those are the 2 quest lines that they added here. There's also probably going to be another quest line, as I showed in main hub. There's Ghost Hunter Reed in the main hub. Probably will, I'm not quite certain about their quest content, so I'm not going to be, I'll be going over them in more detail later. Most of this is just to cover all the new content, for like if someone's watching it later, they can have all that. Over here you have Ghost Hunter Reed. I guess the teacup would be somewhere close by in the forest-ish, but yeah. It probably has a little bit more information inside the actual quest itself about where it is, so you can go look for that. Yeah, and then there's one more NPC that they added over here in Ghost World. This is probably the one that most people are not going to know where it is unless they are told, but yeah. You come over here, there's pretty much right next to the portal is another Ghost Hunter. I think that's all the new content they added, other than like the 4 ghosts that you probably saw. So yeah. Is that Junkyard? No, Block City. Alright, so it turns out that if you're looking for the teacup for the main hub quest line, it's going to be in there. But yeah, now that we've got all that over, I think it's going to be time for me to start grinding out all the quests. So we're going to go back to main hub and start in the metaverse, probably starting at Ghost Hunter Bo's quest line, and then working our way to Ghost Hunter to Ella, then main hub, and then Ghost World, and then finishing them all off with at least one Meep fight, since I've heard that there's going to be a Meep fight at the end of each. So I'll just get all those up and then do them all at the same time. So that's the plan now. The first like 10 minutes of the stream, if you rewatch them, has content on where to find all the new stuff, including the 4 ghost hunters four ghost hunters that they added, and the gun machine. Although they're pretty easy to find, so not a big deal. But yeah, so we're gonna go through Ghost Hunter Bow. Lots of dialogue that I'm not reading. So yeah. Probably should. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. I'm thinking about using a loot gun, but I don't think it's going to be worth it enough to use it. So we'll just live with that for now, since it's only a few ghosts that we need to get enough emeralds, since we have the 2x items. There we go. Alright, and with that we get some emeralds. How long was this quest line again? 7 quests. Okay, so it's going to be pretty quick. No longer than the longest. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty quick event. So I'm used to having events where they have like 16 to 20 quest lines all interlinked. So when you see stuff with only 7 quest lines, it's quite nice. They also said that they have the health of all the ghosts here, which is actually quite helpful, since you can vacuum up them. And it looks like we actually managed to get a ghost drop. Yeah, that was apparently a problem that they had, and it was supposed to be fixed, so definitely weird that they still haven't. Where did it end up, or did I actually end up vacuuming it? Not quite sure. But whatever the case is, it's not down there, so we won't need to go check it out. I'll have to rewatch the footage if I actually care to see if that actually did go through the things. Anyways, yeah, it looks like Bow will be probably pretty quick. It is kind of annoying that it isn't quite balanced special to normal ratio. Usually I like quests that are pretty balanced, so that you don't have to spend so much extra time on one rarity of ghosts than the other. But you know, that's just sort of going to be how it is. We're also getting some nice lag from Ghost Sim, but that's kind of Ghost Sim's thing at this point, is giving you a lot of lag. But yeah, this new content, I really like the fact that they have four new quest lines, along with the fact that they reintroduced the thing from last year, where they had the different egg hunters last year. This year's ghost hunters in each of the different worlds, like one for the event world, another one for the main hub, and another one for the ghost world in this case. That design I really like, so that's definitely cool. But yeah. We probably should be doing both this and Ella at the same time, since while I'm waiting for ghosts here to respawn, I could be going over there and vacuuming those ghosts. But I don't think it's going to make too much of a big deal. I'm trying to think if it matters enough to try that. I think with 7 quests, it's not going to add up to enough time to be worth it. really in the end, so we won't. Yeah, it's a pretty good event update. I mean, most of the stuff like the gun machine was kind of expected, since that's kind of been a staple for basically every event in Ghost Simulator since it was first added. But I was only really expecting between 1 and 3 quest lines. The fact that they introduced 4 and in a similar spread to the last spring event or Easter event is definitely cool. So, all things considered, I think this is a pretty good extension of the event. So, yeah. The only thing that really wasn't added, that has been in some previous events, is a mini boss, but that's usually, I think that's only really been the Christmas events that they've included one of those, so not too big of an issue. Anyways, so we need to go find a green ring. Not entirely sure where this one is. Actually, never mind. I do remember what it was when I was looking through the event earlier. It's right over here. Yeah, green ring's not that hard to find. I know there's a purple ring later for anyone who is looking for the purple ring. I heard that is a little bit hard for people to find, and it's actually located over here. So if you're looking for a purple ring, it's behind the waterfall. That's for Ghost under Ella, so you probably... So I'm not going to get into that for a little bit, but yeah. I found the teacup. Oh, nice. Yeah, some of the finding things actually are a lot harder than others, and it usually depends on how big the space is. I know for like Ghost World and Backdoor, having those whole areas as one quest line, hiding something can take forever to find. Like when you have to go find stuff for like Agent Blaze for the Ghost World, it just says Ghostly Islands, and there's tons of those islands, so it's just kind of annoying. But yeah. Overall, I'm quite content with this update. It adds a gun machine that I probably won't be using too often, seeing how emeralds aren't... I'd rather use my emeralds on getting some limited pets than the rare chance of getting a bow gum. I'd rather just trade for a bow gum if I care. Trade like a bubby or something. I'm trying to think if a bubby would be rare or worth more or less than a boss gum. But yeah. The thing about this event that compared to like other events is how the ghosts are like positioned. It's not quite clear where like the sets are, like sets of 3 that normally come up with ghosts. They usually spawn in sets of 3 everywhere, and with this event that's kind of just they spawn wherever, which it's a bit different. And so one of the things I like looking for those groups of ghosts, finding 3 of each and everything, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll probably be trimming off like the first like 10 minutes of this video or this stream into a video covering the content. I think, or I might just leave it alone and add like a little timestamp for the grinding so that people can segment it up based off what they want to watch. But yeah. Since someone actually recently told me how to add those little like timestamps into the video about where you're at, and so people can find content easier, so I'll be trying that out probably on this stream, so people searching for content can actually find what they want from me not having to do as much work. But yeah, it's definitely annoying having the ghosts needing so many special ghosts per a normal ghost, those ratios are just whack. Just it's just weird having weird ratios like that. So, you know. But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous that that legendary has that high of stats. Like, it's the same exact as Puggy, and yet it's only a legendary. I think that's some sort of mix-up. But yeah, it's definitely a good stat pet in that respect currently. It probably will get nerfed at some point, but yeah. If you guys haven't entered that code yet, it's the code Summer with a 3 instead of an E. So, and you can claim basically the best easily obtainable pet to stat wise. Those godly stats currently are the highest godlies stat wise, and since godlies are usually what most casual or most on and off players that usually get the fullest use on codes can get, it's quite good to have stats that good. Enter it if you want. Well, look what we have here. More Roblox content. Yeah. Where's the new spring content? They added 4 new NPCs. One here, one over there, and then one in the main world and one in the ghost world, along with a new gum machine, 4 new types of ghosts, and actually quite a bit of other stuff. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, here's the seeds, and we can go give those back to Bo. Yeah. Bo seems to be a recurring theme. It's one of those things that you always kind of expect from a Ghost Similar event now, is to see Bo come at some point during it. But yeah. Yeah, a new area. Yeah, there's another half has been opened for a new addition to the Spring World. There's also 2 new quests that aren't part of the Spring event, which is cool to see. So yeah, it's a pretty solid thing. Mystery chests. Yeah, you get them from the quests. They'll open up into something at the end of the event. Similar to how the Advent calendar stuff from Christmas worked, if you played that. But yeah, it's usually pretty good content. I would guess probably going to be 3 pet board sets, would be my guess. Might be something different, like a pet, a board, and then a pet board set. But it's definitely going to be pets and boards from it, which is definitely going to be good. The only other option really from this event would be some... Yeah, no, that's the only option. So you'll get some nice board and pets from the things once they open up after the event. So, yeah. Whereas the chest, you get them from the completing the quest lines. So completing Ghost Hunter Ella, Ghost Hunter Reed, and Ghost Hunter Tonya. Which, fun fact, actually, Reed and Tonya, Tonya, however you want to pronounce it, are actually created or based off of some of the devs of Ghost Simulator. Reed is based off of Royal, and Ghost Hunter Tanya is actually based off of Coven. So, just if anyone wants some random facts or interesting things about it, those 2 quest lines are based on that. This stream started late. Yeah, this stream was, I really wasn't planning on streaming today, and then I realized, new Ghost Similar content, might as well go stream. Since I know having these streams actually do help a little bit for, both for allowing people to, find, it's entertaining for me to do, at least, and interact with you guys a lot easier with the streams. Along with just the going through the grinding of each quest line actually does help people, like the people who work on the wiki, having this information somewhere. They can go easily find the information again, and if they want. So yeah. So this, well, I got to the quest to beat a boss just as the boss spawned. Oh yeah, that's always the best, is when you get to one of those quests where for like Yoko and stuff, and the things have just spawned or already spawned, so you can just go do them. But yeah, I think they're all going to have this defeat boss Meep, so I'm just going to kind of wait on completing them until all at the right time after doing a single Meep. I'm hoping all the quests are going to be the 7 length, because otherwise I might have to spend a little bit of time on some of them, and so yeah. And there we go, the lag's over for a while. But okay, this one's going to be a little bit longer. This will probably be around the average of all of them. But looks like they might be a little bit less ghosts for each of them compared to bow, so that's also gotta play a little bit of effect into how long it'll take. Hey guys, I can't defeat Meep solo. Can you please help me? I'm in a private server, and since I'll be needing a lot of ghosts, which a lot of people are probably playing Ghost Simulator at the time, I don't really want to get into public servers. I'm trying to think. If you go into a public server, usually there'll probably be people there to help, and basically just try to just stay over onto one side of it, and let them deal with most of it, while also taking care of anything that comes onto your side as fast as possible. I actually did make a hints video, if you haven't watched that, that does outline some of the things that you can do to help if you're struggling with the boss. So if you want to go watch that, might also be able to help you. But yeah, currently I'm planning on working on these for now, all the quests, and then finally going and doing Meep. So yeah. Well, since it's late and I'm going to go to sleep, probably in the next stream I'll ask what happened here. Yeah, I know because this Ghost Sim updates a lot later than I usually stream, it's a different time than normal. Which it does allow some different people to come join, but a lot of the people who normally attend my streams won't be able to. So definitely stay safe, and yeah, thank you for coming in anyways and trying. But yeah. I'm here. Yeah, I mean, there are going to be people, obviously, with my similar time zone, or that have the similar sleep schedules and stuff like that as me, who will be able to make them out to all of them, basically, unless they're otherwise busy. But as a whole, I have a lot more free time than most people, so my free time is, when I end up doing these compared to what others, is going to be a little bit different. I'm kind of just hoping that this Ghost Sim lag goes away at some point, since it is kind of annoying to see frame drops. But yeah, like this is pretty good compared to what it was before, and it just for some reason decides to randomly spike. But yeah, it's 10:42, so you usually check at 6:06, so I check at that time. Yeah, I'm Pacific Standard. Let's see, what do we need? We need those. We probably should have done both these two at the same time, but whatever. Not a big deal. It's just a little bit longer of a stream, but usually stream. Yeah, I've usually been streaming in the morning for me, since then I can stream without having to worry about other people. Usually because other people are either at work or doing other stuff during that time, where I'm basically have nothing to do other than homework. So I stream during that time, avoid conflicts, and basically just have a little bit more peace. But that's like, I usually start my streams between 8 to 10 a.m. PST, which isn't the best time for lots of people, but no time really is good for everyone, so it's basically just whenever I want that I stream. I'm going to go to a private server. I'm angry. Yeah, private servers are pretty good for grinding if you don't want to deal with other people. I found that I'll be able to do a meet faster solo than even with like 4 good other people, just because of how much everyone just gets in each other's way. And yeah, even if they're good, everyone just ends up getting in each other's way anyways. So and since you're already instant vacuuming basically with the vac gum, that's cool. If you guys haven't noticed, they actually did half the health of all the ghosts in this spring event, which is definitely interesting. I don't know if they also halved how fast you vacuum. I would guess not. But yeah, so it makes the event slightly easier for everyone. Yeah, it's definitely as you get older, your time zones for doing stuff changes a lot. Like I mean, I haven't really changed much, or at least I don't think I have. But you start out and you're like, okay, I'll just go to sleep now and wake up and do it early in the morning. And then as you get older, you're like, I can do it right now at like 2 in the morning already. And it's one of those things that is just weird. But yeah. Do you guys know where the teacup is? Apparently no. I mean, read where it says it is. There should be a little bit near it down to like Block City or Junkyard or something. But I'm not quite sure. We're looking for Ella's camera. I'm not sure where this one is. Seeing how the cave was already used, I don't think it's there. But yeah, we'll take a little gander around to look for this missing camera. This one might take me a little bit longer than the last one. But yeah. It was in Forest? Okay. Yeah, looking at the information from the quest information usually does help you a little bit to narrow down where you're looking. I know sometimes I'm like, I have no idea where this is, and then I read the quest again and I'm like, oh, it says it's somewhere in here, and I'm able to go specify where I'm looking and find it a lot easier. But yeah. Like this one doesn't have it, but like most of the quests in the main hub, they specify where it is. Like even like Rowan's quest lines in the back door specify data stream for his stuff. But yeah, let's see, where in the world is this camera? That's it. Oh, it looks like Polaroid. The board. Actually, that's just a shrunk up version. Let me go show how close it is. Polar. Like, if you compare these two, they're basically exactly the same. That one's just shrunk a lot. Yeah. You look, you can even see that smaller, and this slant is different. Nice. Reusing of models is pretty something that, I mean, it's fine. It works, and so I enjoy it, but it's definitely weird in some case. There's no information though. It was very frustrating. It was probably a rushed update. Actually wasn't that rushed from what I was seeing. They had quite a bit of time to work on it, and they spent most of it. So I think mostly it's just that that information isn't really needed for events where things are all kind of in the same spot anyways. And so that. The one time I rebirth and don't unlock all the areas, I need to unlock them. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. You have to get all the bonus biomes for Agent Blaze anyways, so you kind of have to go through all of them anyways. They got really creative with the quest names, especially the second quest of Tonya. What's the code? I want to find it. I can't find it. Code is summer. That's like the first thing I covered in the stream, but I know most people just come to the stream. don't watch the beginning of it. So, yeah. Looks like we're unboxing a pet from the spring box, which I think we can manage that. I don't think we're too low on gems. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm planning on saving all that for a unboxing later, hopefully. Or alternatively, I could just kind of turn it all into gum, which I don't think is what I'm going to be doing. But yeah. Wow, there's 4 new crates, and you have to wait until the end of the event. Yeah. Each of the new NPCs give you a new crate. They'll probably open up into pets or boards once the event's over, so definitely worth collecting. Probably going to be at least one godly one, which will be not too rare, but it'll definitely be a cool collectible and good in stats if you need. But yeah. But yeah, sometimes I go and read Discord in the middle of the stream. I should probably close it. Hopefully hopefully I'm not needed anywhere. Which isn't always the best assumption for me. I'm actually apparently needed a decent amount. But yeah. Yeah, so looks like the quest will be probably pretty quick. It's only been, what, like 30 minutes now? Max of me playing. And I'm already basically 1.5 done with all of them. So maybe a total of an hour if you're playing. You can get through all the quests and get some crates for the end of the event. So, yeah. I mean, alternatively, you could use that time and grind like 10 meeps, which has its own advantages. But, yeah, I think doing the one-time quest is definitely cooler. So. You guys will have to tell me your opinions on what I should do in streams, since most of the time I'm just going to be end up doing something boring, which is kind of what streams are for in a sense, doing something boring and calling it content in a way. But yeah, let's go switch over our boards, since I was just kind of showing that off for the camera. I haven't even used that yet, so we'll go use Ghostly since that's one of my better, more favorite boards. It's simple, and looks good. So simple is kind of what I prefer. But it's actually I realized I have a more favorite board. Yeah, we'll do future stock. But I'm just doing Blaze's quest and watching you because I'm bored. Yeah, I do spend a bit of time watching YouTube while grinding too in Ghost Simulator. It's just one of those things where you can kind of multitask and it makes it a little bit less boring. So definitely approve of doing 2 things at once. Since most of the time when I don't do something while watching YouTube, I end up getting sucked into a 5-hour long rabbit hole in which I get absolutely nothing done and feel terrible at the end of the day because I know I wasn't productive at all. Wait, was that a crate key? Alright, so we need to go purchase a hoverboard. And true to form, we are going to go buy an egg carton. And another egg carton. Just because why not buy 2? But yeah. By the way, appreciate you saved me tons by just answering. Thank you. You're definitely welcome. So now we need to get 5, 6, and 7 special ghosts. So that's definitely going to be good. Let's go grab the 5 from here really quick. I like it when you have those special ghost quest lines and there's already some already spawned, since sometimes it just takes forever to get them to spawn. So that's definitely was good. And you had to already find the camera? Yes, I already found it pretty easily. I mean, relatively easily. It did take me like close to 3 to 4 minutes, but if you guys need to find it, it is basically near the mushroom next to her, ish, in a sense. Not this one, but if you basically follow this path, the camera is just kind of sitting right here. So follow the path towards the meat boss and you'll find it pretty easily. Just kind of sitting there over there by itself. It's not the most hidden thing I've had to find in Ghost Simulator. I think Adam's phone was a thing and a half. But yeah, let's go grab that. Hopefully we have some special ghosts already spawned. It looks like we're going to have at least a small amount already here, so that's good. Saves us a little bit of time not having to wait for respawns as much with them already being spawned, so that's good. I got it, thanks. Yeah, I'm not really the expert. I know I am a tester and technically did have access to this event earlier, but I wasn't really testing it per se. I kind of just hopped into it to see what the new stuff was. Alright. And we need 2 more rocks. So most all this stuff is brand new to me. I did hear, I was of course looking on Discord, so I did see a few things about where stuff was, but that's kind of fun. So, you know. How many rebirths do you have? 6. I currently have 6 rebirths. I'm not planning on rebirthing until after the spring event's over. But once the spring event's over, and also I'm out of my college quarter, I'll probably definitely return back to grinding rebirths quite a bit. Maybe, probably. I'm not exactly sure what my plans are for that. I know I need to, at some point, get a classified pet, which does take a little bit of effort. Although, you know, I would need to do a little bit of inventory management before going for a classified pet, since currently I think I have like maybe 3 pets that I have unlocked. So we'll definitely need to do a little bit of inventory management before then. But yeah. I'm thinking about getting an alt up to enough storage space to be able to hold all of it. But we'll see what I figure out. Great, Tonya kept me busy in Ghost World, and when she gives me Grim Quest, already spent... Yes, I know, someone was saying that earlier, that you get asked for a boss, and then a boss was basically already spawned. That's the best feeling with quest lines, is when they've already basically provided for themselves. Like, for instance, when you need to go collect items, but you've already have the items, so you don't need to do anything for it, feels the best. Would you suggest grinding the final boss? Actually... if you... Oh, that's a tough one. On one hand, it is actually a pretty good way for most players to get a chance at some good pets, but the other time, the time could be spent going for rebirths instead. I would say on the whole, yeah, grinding for final boss would definitely be worthwhile, though, so, yeah. Hi Shane. Yeah, basically doing some stream on the Ghost Simulator event that just got a new update to it. The first 10 minutes of the video, for anyone interested, you guys can go watch that, and that's basically the overage of it. This is just going to be me grinding through the event itself, both as a kind of a way to get some Ghost Simulator done. And also as a way to just kind of record everything that goes on in case I want to go back later and rewatch any of the, reread any of the dialogue, since I know a lot of people end up missing the dialogue. Myself included. I rarely read dialogue anymore. Right when I was new to this game, I definitely read dialogue of everything, but not really anymore, so yeah. Did you get the Metaverse Falc? No. I have not. I did nothing for the Metaverse event at all. Not really too concerned that I didn't. But yeah, the only thing I really did was get the part of that was in Ghost Simulator, and also the random MVP launcher box. So yeah, that's it. What is the new event all about? They added 4 new quest lines for you to do, along with Ghost Gumball Machine that added a new bow gum, which is quite cool. But yeah, it's 4 new quest lines that you can go work on. They made Ghost slightly easier, and fixed a few issues that were present in the boss fight. So yeah, pretty small update, but I think it's a perfect addition to the spring event this year. Having the similar stuff to last year's spring event or Easter event with the people that give you the reward boxes is definitely cool to see come back. So yep, now we're on to defeat boss Meep for him or her or whatever they are. We're about 30 minutes in, so we can go teleport over to main hub and start working on Reed. So I think the game is better than most games on Roblox that doesn't get the player base. Yeah, it's quite underrated, and I think most people agree upon that. The problem, I think the biggest problem is probably how much you have to grind to like the game, which really isn't in the standard Roblox players, really what they care about. So you can definitely see why it's underrated. I'll move on. Have a great day or night. Yeah, thank you, Jonas. Goodbye. Stay safe. But yeah. Vacuum, 15 business ghosts, and 5 street. Look at these ratios. These are so much better than the ratios from the event ghosts. Like for the event ghosts, we had to go like 20 and 15 on normal to special, and it was just weird. But yeah, should be able to pretty much whiz through all of these quest lines since both have good pets and good equipment. So not too big of an issue. You also notice from like last event, the Easter event that they had these quests, they had one in Backdoor, whereas this time around they don't. So they kind of learned from putting something that was really hard to get to for players, so they didn't do that this time around. Which, I mean, it's both kind of annoying for the people who are at Backdoor, but at the same time with the rebirths and stuff, it does help a lot of people who would have otherwise had to go grind all the way through Backdoor potentially to get the just get the one event thing. So yeah, kind of makes sense, but it's cool nonetheless. I already did the quest that you're doing. Yeah, this is probably going to be the one that most people do first since it's the main hub, but I kind of want to work from the event on rather. But Beastworm Sim has 15k player base. It can't be can't be the grinding that Ghost Sim hardly stays over 1k. Yeah, it also might be. Yeah, it's something. Not exactly sure why, but yep. Collect hand hammers and 5 pigeon ghosts. Doop. Yeah, the quest should be pretty quick if you're already have done up to the Ghost World. So yeah, we're just going to be cruising through this quest line, I think. Yo, hello Adar. I haven't seen you around, so welcome to a stream. We're just going to be casually grinding through all the quests for from the new update. Feed any boss in the maid hub. Yeah, I'm just going to go do that really quick because I don't want to deal with waiting the 7 minutes or hopping servers for a boss. So we'll go do that really quick and call it good. Like, I'm playing on Xbox only servers and most of the time there's nobody but me. Yeah, it's no way. Just got the Cosmic Wing? Really? Did you actually just get a Cosmic Wing? That would be insane. I mean, I'm very skeptical about that, but at the same time, that would be awesome if you actually did. But yeah, it's a small game, so I'm not really surprised. It's underrated, but it's still kind of, you'd expect more players in Ghost Simulator, I guess. But yeah, that would be that's pretty cool. Cosmic Wing is a pretty cool pet. It's second best stats and pretty hard to get. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw a random stream, so I just subbed. I don't quite understand that logic. Of course, I don't understand why so many people have subscribed to me anyways. I don't make the best content in YouTube, but yeah. On this game though, yeah. I just opened the spring crate for the 4th time and got the Godly. Yeah, RNG is like that. I mean, Godlies aren't too rare to get first try, or even 4th try. I mean, it is quite lucky. That's definitely pretty good. I know some people end up taking years to get just the Godly sometimes, and but that is kind of how luck works. So that's definitely a good job. But it's not too rare, but it's rare enough to be nice for you to do it. Wait, what second best stats? What was the best stat? Best pet in the game is Cloud Wave, with the second best being Cosmic Wing. They're the classifieds from both the Void Pet Crate and also Pet Crate 11, I think, from the backdoor. So, yeah, that has just made my day. Getting a Cosmic Wing is one of the things that most players in Ghost Simulator, it takes about a week to get your first Cosmic Wing, I think, in terms of grinding wise. Like most people. So getting Cosmic Wing would probably make my month. In terms of that, I mean, probably should have used an X-Gum there, but not too big of a deal. Yeah. But yeah, that's epic. Getting Cosmic Wing. It's definitely a good stat pet. Alright, let's go get some stuff from here, it looks like. Looks like we have a good ratio of bandits and cowboys, so we aren't going to need to worry too much about working on one rather than the other, which is definitely nice to see. So I'm only on my 4th rebirth as well. Yeah, getting those, even for long-term players, Cosmic Wing is still ridiculously hard to get. So getting lucky with one is pretty nice when it happens. Like, I mean, it's much better than nice, but I don't want to make too big of a deal about it, since I know there are people out there with 10, 20 Cosmic Wings at this point. And can grind for another one in like a few hours if they wanted to. But yeah, nice to see a stream when I get back. Yeah. We're basically going through all the new content, just doing that. Here's Reed's teacup. I kind of just randomly got into it. I'm pretty sure that's a pet. Not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure there is a teacup pet. Not sure if I have it. Yeah, there's a teacup pet. Oh, and it is the cup on the top of the teacup. Probably without the face, I would assume. But yeah, that's pretty similar. You can definitely see the reuse of models in different places in Ghost Sim, which is definitely it's a pretty common game thing, is reusing those. So yeah. What pets are you using right now? In terms of stats, I'm using 3 Ocular Overseers, each at level 9, it looks like. A Mini Final, Mini Dutchman, and a Mini King for stats. And then my cosmetic ones are just 3 purples, all the ones in the game so far. A Silk Weaver because it's rare, Puggle because why not, and a Snowflake because Snowflake is cool. But yeah. I don't know how people get tens of classified pets. I respect that. Yeah, it's a lot of grinding. What you have to realize is that the people on the global leaderboard have spent over like 800 hours on Ghost Simulator for those positions, which is ridiculous to think about. So, yeah. Yeah, some people spend a lot of time on Ghost Simulator. I'm barely a casual player, and you see how, and most of you guys will probably consider me pretty good. I know I'm not good, but most people consider me good, and I'm basically just a casual Ghost Simulator player at this point. Compared, what are your best pets as well? Those are my best pets. I mean, unless you're talking about in terms of value, at which point it's basically none, since I don't have too much value in my inventory. I mean, I have a few random limited stuff, but nothing too extreme value-wise. In terms of best bets, probably Snowflake, just because, maybe Underseer, but probably Snowflake, just in terms of value. So, yeah. How you have so much money? Lots of grinding. The meat boss, since you can sell that for ecto tokens, I've been grinding a lot of meat bosses. I've also been using a lot of glitchy loot gum. So, multiplying the amount of currency I sell for, having good pets, a lot of things add up. Honestly, this isn't too much. I know there's people out there that can actually grind, like 30, 40, 50 times faster-ish than me in terms of currency, just because they have tycoons for it and everything. So, yeah. I'm pretty much a casual when it comes to the amount of currency I have in that respect. But yeah, lots of grinding. The fact that Meep sells for ectos helps a lot. Let's grab that paper. But yeah, like I was in Uncle's game, and he has 6 on the leaderboard, 42 rebirths. Man is dedicated. Yeah, a lot of the people on the leaderboard are. Actually, there is someone currently with more than 42. There's actually someone currently with 50 plus rebirths, which is insane. Rares Reed's teacup. It's right over here behind this rock. Pretty close to him. I kind of stumbled onto it by accident, but you follow the path towards the pyramids and then turn around, it's there. So far that seems to be a common theme, is you kind of just look around where the NPC is. The one in the metaverse was only down a path a little bit and then off a little offshoot. But yeah, I think we're going to go over to Ghost World and go do Ghost Hunter Tanya next, or Tonya, or Tanya. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm very bad at pronouncing. But yeah, if anyone's interested, Ghost Hunter, this Ghost Hunter is based off of one of the developers, Coven. She actually does have a YouTube channel herself. She makes a lot better content than me. So if you go check her out, that you guys can actually find some more Ghost Sim content. Coven K, one of the developers of Ghost Simulator. So yeah, Spookies and Pixies. So that's over here. Yeah. But yeah, these are the 4 new NPCs added. I've already done the first 3. Well, done as in I'm waiting on defeating the meat boss. As you can see, each of them, well, this one has a boss pet, bow pet. But looks at these two, they have like a pink and a green case. So those are going to be the prizes for them, is those crate chests. They open up after the event ends, so they'll contain some nice goodies for everyone, probably pets and boards that you can flex later ish. They won't be too rare, but they will be nice collectible items to have. Gotta go, Bill. Love your streams, you're nice. Yeah, thank you. I'm not the nicest person when it comes to things. I can definitely be quite rude. But thank you for coming out to the stream. Bye. Hi, hello. Welcome to a stream where I'm just kind of doing Ghost Simulator, and completing all of the new NPCs. I'm on Bo's quests, and I'm going to stop playing and just watch you play after I'm done with Bo. Yeah, I think the last one is defeating Meep, so be prepared for that. Thank you for your support, though, everyone who has, especially anyone who does say nice comments like that in the chat. I do appreciate them a lot. Probably a little less than how much I say I appreciate them, but, you know, I still do enjoy them, quite a bit. I was in a server with Papa Yaya. He has 50 rebirths. Yeah, that's the person I'm talking about. He's the person with the most rebirths, I think, currently. I think there's a few others with the 40 plus, and then a few more with 30 plus. But yeah, there's a lot of people who've put tons of time into Ghost Simulator. So yeah, definitely not one of those people, unfortunately. When you get 250 keys, you should get the hoverboard. This is because the pet's very bad. Yeah, I already planned on it. I'm just planning on doing an unboxing video with all the crystal keys that I've collected. I'm planning on collecting a bit more, getting up to at least 500 before then. So I'm making decent progress towards my goal. But yeah, that's the plan. Go for the board. I'm not planning on going for a pet. The mythical pets just historically are always lower in value than the boards. So that's been the goal. I don't really need the pet for stats, and it's going to be worth more stat-wise most of the time than they have been worth in actual value. So their value usually dies with their stats, and since it has no stats to begin with, it won't have any value. So yeah, thank you though for trying to help out with that. But yeah, that's definitely a suggestion for everyone. Go for the board instead of the pet, since the pet is quite low in stats, and also stats in the long term, going for the getting the board to just trade for later is going to be better. Oh, and I didn't do quest 10 of also, so I'm going to complete 2 quests when I'm done with Bo. Yeah, that's a good idea. Saving up all the meat bosses for doing all at the same time is something I was just doing. It just saves you a small bit of time overall. It's what I'm doing. But yeah. Double dipping with quests is one of the things that is really nice about Ghost Sim, is that fact that you can do that. The hoverboard is pretty good. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool looking hoverboard. I know a lot of people don't like it just because of how outlandish it is, but I feel like it's at that perfect point of outlandishness. I started 6 days ago, and I got Dark Pearl and Green Mini Dutchman and 2 Pink Mini Dutchmans in one breath. Is it a good progress? Yeah, that's those are pretty good stat pets. Those are better than anything I had up until the Rebirth update. I was using Mini Fluffs and Atoms, so that's much better than anything I've ever had. We're going to go find and jump through the red ring. I'm not quite 100% sure where this one is. I know there's a red ring over here. Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah. Is it good progress? Yeah, honestly, if you start the game now, you get really good stat pets to begin with. Like, compared to Mini Fluffs, you can actually start the game with much higher stats than anything else. So yeah, starting now allows you to get pretty good stat pets pretty quickly, which is pretty good from a personal standpoint. Maybe not the best idea for longevity of players, giving them free stat pets right off the bat, but I'm not a developer, so that's not really my decision to make. Anyways, I got traded a godly pet called a Skelly. Is it rare? It's not common. It's pretty rare. It's not worth too much. You're probably better off keeping it, I would say. But yeah, it's decent. People just gave me some advice in Discord. So yeah, the people in Discord, Ghost Simulator Discord, are actually usually pretty helpful unless you ask me a question, at which point you might get a pretty bad answer. But asking out there for your questions can be really helpful. There's also a wiki that some people work on, some more than others. I know I'm technically an admin for it, but I don't do too much work on it, recently at least, compared to a lot of the newer people that are on the staff team. But it contains a lot of information on like pets and boards. An update is coming. The servers... that's annoying. I really hope there's nothing... We're going to lose a Grim cycle, I think, because of that. But update. Yeah, this update, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be patching the thing that I saw earlier with the stats being flipped. Or, not flipped. The code pet being a godly stat pet when it's only a legendary, because it basically had the stats of a godly. But yeah, by the way, I got Dark Pearl and Mini Dutchman because I like pirates and my main avatar is pirate, and so it's matching my avatar. That's nice. Yeah, matching your avatar is pretty cool. Oh, and we're in a public server, so now we're going to have to go over to a private server, basically. I'm pretty sure that's probably the main fix that they added, is changing that around stat-wise. Let me find it. It's a snazzy SN. No, oh man, I don't have it anymore. It's gone. So if anyone's wondering, you can re-enter the code summer, or not. Yeah, I'm missing it. You guys all remember me walking that, or maybe it's made a godly. I think it's probably made a godly pet, potentially. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's kind of what the whole thing was. Yeah, Snazzy Pescus was made a godly pet, whereas before it was a legendary. Changed the... but yeah, we'll probably just chill around in here since we're basically done. And it'll help with the Grim cycle, hopefully. It's godly now. Yeah, it's godly. Yeah, the stats were that of a godly pet, so something there's a disconnect between its rarity and its stats. I wasn't really expecting another godly pet since that's like the 3rd to 4th free godly pet we've had recently, and that's just starting to become quite a bit. It looks like we also lost a few of our gesture progress, but that's just kind of how data stores work. Losing 2 quests, 2 quests isn't too big of a deal. But yeah. Can you tell me where Bo's seeds are, please? They're right next to the house on the left of the bridge. So when you come off the bridge, if you look to your... straight. If you go straight, there's way at the back, right next to the house, way on the right. Way back on the right, there should be a seed thing. Hopefully someone's doing Grim. Someone for real said please pet. I know, right? People are still begging for pets even with all the yeah, people are still begging for pets even though we've just had a streak of 3 good godly stat pets in a row. I rebirthed, so my level is 7 and I need to get back to Ghost World. Yeah, those rebirths can really set you back on an event, so that's cool. So sorry, as my phone's on 1, gotta go. Okay, yeah. When did you become a tester? Like 2 to 3 weeks ago, I think. I can't remember the exact date. I'd have to refer to Discord. But I'm currently the most recent tester. So yeah. I mean, technically, people have been thinking I will be the next tester for like a year and a half now. But ignoring that, it's been relatively new. But yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're kind of just waiting for a Grim to spawn. I'm not going to worry too much about using a boss bait on it, since boss baits are a lot harder to come from, and Grim is going to just take a small bit to respawn. I guess while we wait, I'm trying to think if there's anything. I guess I could go do some stuff. Yes, watch your stream, I. Yes, I am streaming. Why, thank you for noticing. Okay, I think, yeah, we'll just kind of suck up all these ghosts while we wait, and kind of just grab all the gems. Where is the crystal? I'm not exactly sure what they're talking about, so, I think it's cool that you're a tester. Yeah, it's so weird to me being a tester. I was so long not a tester that the change just kind of just still weird, because there's been a long time where it was like, I think at one point people were like, we were considering you for tester, but you're so rude that you're kind of rude and kind of ruined it. That was kind of it. I am quite rude, so I don't know why I got accepted now, but it's still weird. Let's see, we're about 3 minutes left. We're not really doing much during this, but it is something that I can do in the background while kind of just waiting for a Grim to spawn. I am technically not a YouTuber. Yeah, I know a lot of people consider me a YouTuber, but honestly, with how small I am, I don't really consider myself. Also, one of the things I've been noticing about YouTube right now is it used to be gaming was pretty trending on YouTube, but I think the algorithm has kind of shifted a little bit away from gaming now. So I'm kind of expecting my my channel as a whole to just kind of slow down in its growth. It was being a bit ridiculous for a little while after the Rebirth update. I basically doubled my subscriber count in a pretty short amount of time, like a month. My subscriber count had doubled basically on YouTube, which was ridiculous to see. And since then it's been growing at a decent rate. And like, from my point of view, for most YouTubers, and I know normal, it's like they have a few thousand, so the few 20, gaining or losing 20 subscribers isn't too much for them. But for me, like, some days when I earn like 2 subscribers, that's a pretty big deal-ish. What are the stats of Meep? Someone asked. Yeah, just checking the stats on the wiki really helps with that. But they're actually technically, I think, exactly double that of the Godlies. So, and how stats work in this game. For anyone interested, I'll now go into a long, detailed thing of how stats work. Basically, let's go see. Do we have a bad pet to show off? Like, there we go. We have a pug-ish. So when you see pug stats, you're thinking, most people just think that the stats are, they add that amount. So like, this is 1 stat and 1.2, and so they'll add additional like 1 drops. But really what it does is, like, having multiple of these would change your multiplier to like, if you had like 2 of them, you'd have 2.08. But really how the stats really work is that they kind of subtract 1 from the whole stat as a whole, just because it's supposed to be like a multiplier of sorts, and then add them together. So two pugs together at this level would make a 1.08 total stat improvement. It's kind of weird how it works. It makes sense as a mathematical standpoint, but and I mean, if you only had 1 pet, that is actually how the best way to display it with the multiplier. But when you do start getting multiple pets like that, multipliers tend to get a little bit weird. with how they work together, since usually they add together, yet they are serving as a multiplier. So you have to figure out how to combine multipliers together without breaking it. So about 2 more weeks left on the event. Someone for real offered for my board that costs 250 keys. Yeah, some people, it's not really, a lot of people like to trade for that stuff rather than grinding, but at the same time I understand keeping those things that you've grinded for because they're worth quite a bit. I have to wait 5 minutes for a boss. Yeah, I know, Raidens are well. I've used boss bait recently to do. I bet you're going to have to fight Meep on last quest too. Yes, on the end of each quest you have to fight boss Meep, which is kind of why I've been not quite completing them, just kind of saving them up so I can do them all at the same time, which is cool. There's 5 people around me. My board is getting me famous. There's 5 people around me. Oh yeah, sometimes people sing when they see those good boards. They get really they really enjoy them, and it's pretty cool. I'm getting them all in the last mission. Yeah, I'm almost done with. Oh man, nice. Yeah, it's definitely cool to have a good board like that and someone, and people commenting on it. Like I know I enjoy it when people comment on my inventory, even if like the biggest things about it are really not even my doing. Like these purples, grinders actually, most of these grinders gave to me for free. So it's not really me getting these many purples, it's grinders getting them for me. Another thing that people comment a lot about is Snowflake, because it's weird. It's a weird snowflake. People comment on it. It really isn't my snowflake. I actually traded for one of my friends for it, just because I wanted to. So it's not really mine at all. And then the other thing, which I'm kind of is what I've done, is the egg drops, which is definitely also cool to see when people notice those. So when people do notice stuff like that you have, like the mythical board, it is definitely cool. Every day, at least 5 to 10 people ask to trade for my dark pearl. Yeah, I know. Trading it, I play in private servers most of the time, so I'm not really used to people asking to trade. So yeah. And usually they don't know quite the values, so it just ends up whack. The guy that tried to trade me says he has a rare board and he has a twin thruster. It's kind of hard to understand values, so I really don't blame people for not knowing what things are worth. Like you kind of politely tell them that the game stats don't, or value doesn't quite work that way, and try to explain it nicely to them, I guess. Most of the time it's just because they don't really know what things are rarity-wise and stuff, so yeah. Oh, 12 night ghosts. I think I'm going to hop back over to my private servers since we had to go refresh over to a public one for the update. But yeah. Are you trading Underseer? I would consider it. I'm trying to save most of that store stuff for trading for more egg drops if possible. Since egg drops is kind of a joke I want to keep growing. Most of the joke is the fact that it's actually an overbought board, and yet currently it is one of the more valuable ones. It's on the more valuable spectrum compared to how rare it is, mostly just because I've decided that I need 16 of them. But yeah. How much is a gem ship worth? It's worth a decent amount, I think. I mean, it's not worth like a limited store item, in most cases, but it's definitely going to be nice to hold on to. It's pretty cool. The fact that it's really hasn't changed in how hard it is to get is something that is kind of nice. So it just kind of maintained its value compared to a lot of the gem classifieds, the one you have to get from crates and stuff. But still, it's not worth too much. It's not worth like a classified pet higher than maybe a rain wave. but at the same time, it's not worth nothing, and you should just delete it. So, yeah. We have about 2 more quests. I think the next one will probably be finding something. See what they lost. But yeah. At least everyone was on my side. Yeah. Most people will back you up on people trying to trade. Anyways, the worst thing that you can really do in Roblox, if people start getting really annoyed, is going over here and closing this chat box, and just kind of ignoring it, because there's really nothing people can do if you've closed your chat. And if it gets so annoying, there's always you can always come over to escape L and leave the game, which basically solves all problems in my book. It's kind of what I do when it's one of the things I try to do when I'm getting annoyed or something like that, is just leaving. It works out pretty well. I gave James Chip and Lucky for my Dark Pearl. Not a bad trade. I think Lucky Carpet I consider worthless. Atom Pet I consider pretty close to worthless. Gem Chip's worth a decent amount, but Dark Pearl is definitely worth more since it's limited and it'll go up in value. I know people AFK farmed that event, and wasn't really rules against it at that point. There is now, but still, it is one of those things that it did happen. So they're a little bit worth a little bit less than normal mythical stuff. I don't know this, but it's never asked till now. Is Gem Ship the classified for all the boss chests? Is not like the Ghostly Vision one? Yeah, it's like that for every single boss chest has. If we go look, if you see Gem Ship, same outline, basically same outline everywhere. So yeah, you can get it from any of them. You can get it from all of them. So yeah. Just again, for anyone, I said it earlier this stream, I don't know how many people have moved on or came since then, but this NBC is actually based off of one of the developers, Coven K, of Ghost Sim. So one of the Ghost Sim developers, it's actually kind of based off of them in a way. It isn't them, but it is kind of based off them. So yeah, we need to go find an amethyst, which is usually red, I think, or no, purple. Amethyst is purple. So we need to go find a purple crystal on Purple Island. So we might be here a while. When I say might, I mean depending on how blind I am. I would guess it'd be somewhere nearby, probably on the island with her, but guess not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, it's pretty much, it's pretty good in terms of how visible it is. It definitely isn't the purple I was expecting, which is good. But yeah, with that, that should be everything but the last meat boss. So, there we go. And yeah, so now all we have to go do is defeat a meat boss, and we'll be done with these new NPCs that it's taken us a little bit more than an hour, which is good. The fact that it does take a little bit of time. So, but yeah. Is Fancy Hammy still attainable? Yes. Fancy Hammy is from the Ghostly Vision loot bags of Jolly Roger. For instance, if you go look over here, I can scroll over the correct one, and you can see Fancy Hammy's... Oh, sorry, Anonymous. There you go. I have a few of them. They're basically worthless. I've probably deleted over 20, 30 of them now. So, yeah. They're quite cool looking, though. I definitely would agree with that. Stupid Rain always getting the stream negative 120 delayed. Yeah. This guy said it wasn't. Oh, there's definitely people out there that are trying to scam. So, best thing that you can really do is either ask Discord, search it up on the wiki to see what the wiki says about it, or just not trade. I know it's kind of obvious advice, but by not trading anything, you do basically prevent yourself from ever getting scammed. And so you'll never really regret not trading. So if you don't know something, don't do it. Don't trade it. So yeah. Yeah. People try to scam. Nothing new really from there. People are always trying to scam, which is kind of sad. But it is kind of just how world works. So kind of annoying. Anyways, this should be the thing, and then we'll get done with all those. This probably will be it for the stream. I'll go back, collect through, see what all the rewards are. But yeah, that'll probably be the end of the stream once I'm done collecting and going over all the new items. Maybe turn in enough emeralds to get a bow gum, just because. But we'll see if we'll see what I want to do once I get there. Since I do kind of want to save the emeralds for some unboxing, just so I do have enough for the bubby. But yeah. Do you guys think I'll be able to do a 0% corruption run this time around? Or do you think I'll just end up taking a little bit of damage at some point? I mean, I'm not the most careful, and I really don't care too much about no corruption. If you've watched my suggestion stream for how to defeat this boss, you'll know that part of my suggestions for it is to literally just stand right next to the boss, where you just get instantly hit with the charging ability. So literally it's just take damage to avoid missing cycles. But yeah, so I'm not the best at no corruption, but at the same time it's not too hard. One of the things that they have done, okay, you're already taking some damage, is they actually lowered the health of the ghosts here, so they're actually easier to vacuum. So if you're having trouble before, it might actually become slightly easier now. It also looks like they slow down the speed of the bullets, although that might just be me seeing things. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but I don't think they would have. So yeah. Also, like, compared to the beginning of the stream, you might also notice that my lag has basically gone away. Like, during the beginning of my stream, you probably noticed a lot of lag spikes where my frame rates just kind of died, whereas now it's basically running smoothly constantly. And I think that's just one of a few random bug in Ghost Simulator where it decides to spike some CPU usage or ping or something, and starts breaking something. So that's good. Yeah, we're fighting Meep. Basically, my strategy is just to stand here, since nothing really hits you when you're standing right next to the boss. Those all overshoot. Now you don't actually need to deal with his summoning ghosts. The laser you can just kind of avoid pretty easily. He doesn't summon ghosts anymore, so you don't have to deal with that. And so yeah, overall, just it's a pretty easy strat to defeat the boss pretty quickly. Especially since you don't really need to worry about damage. But yeah. Meep is pretty quick. I find it faster to actually solo Meep, so if you're having troubles, switching over to a solo private server and doing him alone might be able to help you if you're having a lot of trouble. Hello, welcome back to another stream. Currently just finishing up all the quests, but early in the stream, the first 10 minutes or so, just kind of covered all the new content for Ghost Simulator. So if you want to go watch the first 10 minutes, that's basically an update video, is that first 10 minutes, and then after that, it's just been me grinding through all of the new quest lines added, which has pretty quick. Relatively quick. It was still around an hour or so, hour and a half, but yeah. And right now we're finished it up, so I'll be taking a nice close look at all the prizes that everyone gets. Probably starting with Bo, since that's the one that's the quest we kind of started with. So yeah. So here we go over to Bo. You have returned and Meep has defeated. Time to claim your reward here. A little Bo pet edition. Hopefully your Bo collection is growing. No, Ghost Hunter, I don't belong here, so it's almost time for me and my friends to leave. However, seeing this world, bye for now. And we get a mushy Bo, which I think is definitely cool. Mushroom Bow. Let's go find that really quick. M, which is before O, so right there. Mushy Bow. Kind of low stats, about half the stats of a godly pet. We'll equip that over to here. As he said, our bow collection, if we go search for our bows, you can see that I do actually have quite a collection of bow pets. I think I might have more than I have slots to equip them, which, yeah, we have 2 extra bows that we just literally can't equip at this point, which is cool. So, we have a nice filled out team of bows. But yeah. You can cross the bridge. Yeah, they added that new, area to the Metaverse event. Yeah, I know, I saw you. Yes, thank you for that. You did it. You saved the day again. Like your hero Rosenberry. There, before we part again, I put this together. I saw. Say hello to Ella's mystery box. I have a feeling we'll meet again, but when we do, I know you'll be ready for anything. Here you go. Good luck on your adventure, friend. Yeah, Ella, Ghost Hunter Ella. She's actually appeared in the spring event last year, and then also this Christmas event this year, or last year technically. But as Pink Elf. So she's popped up quite a bit, so she's definitely cool. Let's go look at that item and completely crash because their search had to go refresh. But yeah, we now have a Ghost Hunter Ella's box that can be opened after the event finishes. Probably is going to have a pen and a board, I would guess, based on the fact that there's 3 of them. Is each of them will have a pet and a board, or alternatively, 2 will have, or 1 will have a pet and a board, 1 will have a board, and then the other one will have a pet. But yes, we'll go collect the one from Reed, which, if you didn't know, Ghost Hunter Reed from this event is actually based off of Royal, one of the developers for Ghost Simulator, so that's pretty cool. Just a small little fact that I think I shared earlier in the stream. I wonder if he's in the credits yet. Probably not. They haven't updated these in a while, but yeah. We'll go over, talk to him, collect the item from him. Here's that mystery. Hopefully next year's egg hunt will be excellent. Have a happy spring mate. Yes. Yeah, I do like the egg-related stuff. It was pretty cool, egg hunts and stuff. So looks like this one is going to be slightly different. And yeah, now all we have left is the one in Ghost World. So yeah. Well, someone just gave me a free Lucky Carpet. I didn't even ask for one. Yeah. Lucky Carpets, I probably would end up deleting my additional ones if I ever got additionals. So I definitely understand where they're coming from. We'll be going to the portal with the amethyst you collected first, and it should open the portal just enough time for us to get home, and hopefully all portals can be sealed now. That just means goodbye for now or forever. Ghost Helper, maybe we'll meet you in a different place, a different time, or maybe we'll never see each other again. Oh well. You won't need me with what's inside of the mystery chest. You'll be too busy having fun. I hope you enjoy the content of the chest. Have you seen Ghost Hunter Ella or Ghost Hunter Reed? Also in this chest. Oh man, cynicism. I actually do enjoy cynicism. The fact that she said, we'll never meet again. Yeah, never meeting again. It's one of those things that's like, you realize that, a lot of people that you meet, you'll never really meet again. So, it's just one of those things that it's both weird to think about the fact that you might never meet someone again, and also kind of comforting to know that you won't ever have to either, if they're annoying, deal with them, or even if they're nice, the fact that even if you do something stupid, you don't need to worry about them remembering it and bringing it up to you next time you see them, because you might not have to do it again. But yeah, that's all 4 of the quest lines done from the event. Looks like we have a nice plethora of crates, a blue, pink from Ella, and a lucky one from Reed, I guess. That's kind of what the theme is going for. But yeah. Where's the amethyst crystal? Good question. It's this bright pink thing over here on this island next to Victor. Pretty hard, easy to find, in a sense. Is there a person in the back door? No, there's no one in the back door. I think they had one in the back door last one, but with the fact that they now have rebirths, and a lot of people have kind of rebirthed at some point and might not have access to the back door, along with the fact that newer players can't really get to the back door very quickly, they probably decided that having one in the back door really wasn't going to be something that they wanted to do. But yeah, if I was going to guess on what's going to come out of these loot bags, I would guess that Ghost Hunter Tonya will definitely include a pet. Yeah, probably they'll all include a pet in a board bundle, so probably it's going to be nice to have all of them. You'll get 3 free pets and boards that will be nice collectibles to flex. But yeah, we have a nice selection of bow pets. Technically we have more, but unfortunately at this point we can't equip all of them, so we're kind of just going to have to make do with the ones that we have. But yeah. Bow. Have a snow bow and a turkey bow that we literally just can't equip. So yeah. And then a lot of other pets with bow in the name. I wonder if... Yeah, I think that one's been up for a while. I don't know why it's not limited, but yeah. I'm going to go work on the chest. Bye. Bye. Oh, thanks. I was about to ask where the crystal was. Yeah. Stupid egg quest giver wants me to defeat Meep again. Yeah, they all want you to defeat Meep, so collecting them all before doing the last quest of all of them is definitely a good idea. Is there a person in the back door? No. I'm going to go work on the chest. Yeah. I hope Bo will be more special. Oh, Bo is quite special. Bo did not give you, though, a crate, though, so it's not really much of a chance of stuff coming from that. But yeah, the bows are weird. This one was or if you don't want spoilers, probably leave now, but it's the mushy one. The one with the mushrooms. So it's weird. Like all of the bow pets look about the same. It's definitely weird looking at all of them. But yeah. Someday. There's so much bow related stuff in this game, and I love it. I love all of the bow content. Themes like that. Having a solid theme for your game can be really nice. The fact that a lot of the NPCs are based off of people at this point is also pretty cool. As I said earlier, Tonya, and Reed are both based off some of the developers, which actually do have YouTube channels themselves, oddly enough. Royal and Coven both have their own YouTube channels, which you can probably go find them by searching it up. Probably also connected to their other stuff, but yeah. Yeah, I think I'll probably grind a few more meeps just because I need to do that at some point, so might as well do it now. But probably will be ending the stream in about 8 minutes, so probably one meat boss and then signing off for the day. So thank you guys, everyone who came out to the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed and the content covered was good. I know a lot of people, the streams aren't usually the most exciting, since it's usually me just grinding, but yeah. Definitely was cool to get through all the NPCs and see all the new stuff added. But yeah. Maybe I'll have a video at some point covering all the contents of where everything is, but probably not. I'll probably just turn this into a makeshift video by adding a few timestamps to the description and calling it good. Timestamping the first 10 minutes as the overview of the event, and then doing the rest as just grinding, just to make it more video-esque, and so people can just watch the first 10 minutes if they need to. See ya, good night. Yeah, stay safe. Where's Reed's teacup? Behind the rock on the path towards the Wild West. If you go follow the path along the Wild West and then turn around at the big rock, there's its sin right behind there. If that helps you. Yeah, most of the items I've realized is about follow a path and then turn around or something. It's a pretty common place to hide stuff. So yeah. All egg hunters ask you to defeat Meeps. Yes, all of them ask you to defeat Meep. So doing all the begin quest lines and then getting all those quests queued up that do ask to defeat Meep can be really helpful. You should watch the concert. I don't really plan on watching concerts. I never really do music stuff. So I have no idea really what you're talking about. Let's go find a vac gum. So. Alright, so is there any more items that I gotta find? There's 4 total items, 1 for each of the new quests, and then also I think each of them might have a ring. So yeah. Actually, but yeah, I think that's all the hidden items. There is a ring for Ella behind the waterfall, and then I think you can find the green ring in the metaverse pretty easily, and the red ring you probably already have that one, is just the one at the top of the castle courtyard. Oh, we haven't used a vacuum yet. That explains why we're having difficulties. Yeah, there's only 4 items total. The one for Bo, which is basically the farthest house away from the bridge, and then basically tucked a little bit behind that. Ella, which is you follow the path towards there's a T, you follow the path towards the boss, and then on the other side of that hill, right after that path, there's a little out for the camera. Along with Ella, there's also a purple ring behind the waterfall, which you need to find. For Ghost Under Reed, there's a teacup behind the rock on your way towards the Wild West in the forest. And then for Tonya, I don't know how to pronounce. I'm sorry, Coven, if you're listening. I have no idea how to pronounce stuff. It's basically the giant pink floating thing next to Victor. So yeah, those are all the items. But yeah. Alright, you're going to go grind. Bye. Yeah, stay safe. You all better be not planning on doing anything stupid. Because that's not a good idea. But yeah. Grinding on Ghost Simulator is quite fun, so good luck with it. Good luck, have fun! Even though that's a very overused expression. I don't like using overused expressions, because, like, it doesn't... The concept behind it gets lost, and it kind of just sounds more like a filler thing, so I don't like starting conversations with, like, how are you? Because I know the answer is always going to be good. Which is why also, if you ask me how I am, you're getting an honest you're getting an honest, or as honest as I can remember, but yeah. Sir, yeah. Alright. But yeah. Yeah, this will be the last little bit of the stream. As I've said before, in basically every single thing I do, thank you guys for the support. I mean, I probably say it too often, for how much I mean. I probably appreciate it a little less than what I say. But at the same time, I do appreciate it a lot. The support for me on YouTube, I know most of my content isn't the best. There's better content out there, along with the fact that I'm quite small still. It means that I'm really, this is my hobby more than anything, so the fact that people appreciate me doing my hobby is actually pretty amazing, the fact that I have as much support as I do. I won't experience that infernal lag and buggy ghosts chasing you around again. Yeah, that infernal, that lag that you're talking about, it's a bug for some reason that only pops up for like the first hour or so of you playing Ghost Simulator. After that, it usually goes away, but it's incredibly annoying, and I know exactly what you mean. It just pops up and basically kills you. So it's quite annoying, and is something that I'm really hoping it gets fixed soon, but I can understand it not being. But yeah. In your spare time, please root my avatar. I have no idea what it looks like, but as long as your avatar looks good for you, that's pretty good. Welcome back, SJ. I'm basically ending the stream right now. Do you like this Roblox experience? I really like it. Yeah, this Roblox experience, I know it's a game, but this Roblox experience is one of the best experiences I've experienced in Roblox. I mean, the experience itself is quite grindy, which I really like, and is quite detailed, which the depth of the game is probably what makes most people love it, but also what makes it hard to get into, I think, is just how much depth is part of it. But yeah. Yeah, this experience is great. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out to stream. I hope you guys can find the information, find the stuff for the quest easily. I know picking through the stream is probably the slowest way to find the stuff. I might do a video later covering where everything is, but probably not. So best bet will probably either be looking on the wiki or finding someone else's video. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. It's actually been a great stream. I know a lot of people showed up, so thank you guys for that. And did final guy next to me got the Goro head and I got USB. Oh, rip. Yeah, I know those dev heads are really awesome when they happen, but quite annoying when you miss them. So yeah, I mean, I've collected a few, but I still don't know what you mean by it's annoying to miss them. So yeah, but I think that's going to be it though. I'll probably stay a while in the chat to make sure no one has unanswered questions, but